Hi, I'm Muhammad Ali. I'm introducing Eridu. In Eridu, you're leading a caravan through ancient Mesopotamia, you're fulfilling demands of cities, you're encountering raiders, you're visiting temples, and you're rubbing elbows with local magistrates. At the end of the game, you win if you have the best reputation. So in each round of Eridu, you're going to roll 4 dice. On each of your turns, you're going to pick one of the dice, and you're going to set it aside, and you're going to use it to move around this action wheel. So on this particular turn, we have 2 dice to choose from. It's the yellow player's turn, and they're going to choose to use this 4. So they'll move this guy, this astronomer, 4 spaces, 3, 4. They'll end up on this space, and they can pick a number of actions on this space based off of the number of astronomers on the space, right? And they can take the actions in any order. So they're going to go ahead and they're going to take some gems and some tools as their first part of the action. They're going to take a travel as the second action, and then they're going to sell. So for yellow's travel action, they're going to move along this route from Lagash to Eridu, and for their sell action, they're going to sell their gems to fulfill the demand of Eridu for gems. So take this token, and they'll discard those goods. So when yellow sells their gems to fulfill the demand in Eridu, they're going to get the demand token, and they'll now have 3 demands fulfilled, and it's going to meet one of the contests that all the players are competing on. Looks like green has already completed this contest, so when you complete a contest, you get to move one of these tokens to the contest to show that you've done it, and it'll be worth some points at the end of the game. Additionally, you're going to get the bonus that you've picked your unit off of, and you'll get that bonus immediately. So in this case, they're going to increase their raider and merchant rolls. So when they increase their merchant roll, it doesn't cost them anything, but when they increase their raider roll, they've crossed this little threshold, so they'll have to discard some tools, but it's totally worth it because they're going to be able to deploy more raiders in the future. So this is the yellow player's board, and it has all of the rules in the game described on the board. There are only 6 actions that you can take on the action wheel, but there are also 4 roles that determine how efficient you are at taking those actions. Next, it's the red player's turn, and they're going to use this 1. They're going to move this guy 1 space, and they're going to take 2 of these actions. They're going to move from Kish to Babylon, and when they enter the city, they've completed a pilgrimage, so they'll turn this temple face down, and they'll score amity for each of their face-down temples. In this case, 2 face-down temples for 2 amity. They'll also score some bonus points based off their leader level for performing that action in front of a magistrate. For their second part of their turn, they're going to place 2 raiders on these paths. In Eridu, there are 2 types of victory points that go into building your reputation. There's glory, which is kind of your ability to show force, and there's amity, which is your being benevolent to the community. And you need both of those to have a good reputation at the end of the game. So the lower of your 2 scores will be your in-game points. So that's a short introduction to Eridu. I really like it because it plays in 40 to 60 minutes with an average group. I can bust it out in 20 minutes if I'm playing with some friends that know how to play, which is pretty great for a Euro game that fits in a box this size and has the level of strategy that I'm looking for in a game. So there's a lot of variety, 35 player boards, 14 different contests. I look forward to playing other people's games at Evergreen, and thanks for watching my submission.